Hello and welcome to Prepare Your Shelf. Today we are going to talk about some books that are coming out October 28th, 2025. And my name is Elizabeth and I'm the marketing manager here.
And I'm Amy, I'm one of the buyers.
And Amy's going to get us started.
I'm going to kick us off. All right, my first one is The Everlasting by Alix E. Harrow. Alix E. Harrow is one of our staff favorite authors. She wrote The Starling House. She wrote 10,000 Doors of January. She wrote Once and Future Witches. Her writing is just gorgeous. Fantasy. Sometimes it's more fantasy than others, but just really atmospheric and really good character development. Her new one, The Everlasting, is sort of time travel adventure research adjacent. It's about a reluctant lady knight and a historian who wants to be a hero, and he travels back in time.
Fun.
And meets her, and but there's a time loop element to it, and so he's trying to ensure that she becomes the legend that she's supposed to be, and they just keep going over and over again. Beautiful story. There's romance, there's heartbreak. Obviously with the time travel thing, you're going to have that. Several reviewers and several of the people that I've talked to that I have read it have said it is Alix's best work, which is saying something, because Starling House, 10,000 Doors, and Once and Future Witches are top tier, fantastic books. So this is saying something. My favorite line in a review, though, was that for anyone who fell in love with Brienne of Tarth in Game of Thrones, if you love her and you want more, this is the Lady Knight book for you.
Love that.
So very, very excited. Also, the first edition is going to have beautiful sprayed edges and things, because that's what we do now. So pretty book, beautiful writing, great story.
Love it. All right. We're getting a new Beverly Jenkins.
Great.
Tuesday. It's called Calling All Blessings. It is number 12 in the Blessing series.
Fantastic.
That's what I got.
All right, moving on. My next one is called The Bone Thief by Vanessa Lilly. Vanessa is enrolled in the Cherokee Nation. She's a citizen of the Cherokee Nation, and she writes really powerful explorations of Native experiences and injustices. So in the past, she's written about land rights issues, cultural identity. She tends to spotlight on the missing and murdered Indigenous women and girls movement. So that's always an element of her stories. This story is a standalone mystery. It takes place in Rhode Island, and near a local summer camp, small town. An archaeologist for the Bureau of Indian Affairs is called to investigate two things. The first is that some recently discovered skeletal remains were found near the summer camp, and then they were stolen. And then right around the same time, a young Native teen girl was disappeared. And local law enforcement is sort of ignoring the family's concerns. So she starts to investigate this and finds that there's sort of a pattern of this happening. And it all ties back to the Founders Society in town, which is an exclusive club. Members trace their lineage to the first colonists, claim some ancestral rights to the land, even though obviously the local tribal community fights against that. But all of this pattern of disappearances all seems to go back to this Founders Society, who are obviously wealthy, influential, and so calling them out is a dangerous thing, but also needs to happen. Yeah. So great. That's The Bone Thief by Vanessa Lilly.
Great.
What else you got?
On Tuesday, we're getting a new Louise Penny.
We are?
Yes. It's called The Black Wolf, and it is number 20 in the Inspector Gamache series.
Great. Well, we're also getting a brand new book by Mark Z. Danielewski. I'm sure that name rings all sorts of bells.
Yeah.
This is his first standalone novel in 25 years.
Whoa.
So this book is called Tom's Crossing. So Mark Danielewski, backing up, he wrote the very, very sort of cult popular House of Leaves, which is a horror novel with all sorts of typographical changes and complicated layout and things twisting together. For me, it makes my eyes hurt to look at it, but it's one of those books that people read and they keep finding new connections and things. That's kind of what he does. This book is very different. It's very much more literary fiction, sort of in the veins of John Irving and Cormac McCarthy. It has a Western sort of theme to it. It is about two friends who are determined to rescue a pair of horses that are set for slaughter, and sort of their travels to do that, but it's got all the elements that make a Western a Western. It's got a tragic stoic hero. It has ghosts. It's got some banter, the wide frontier, obviously horses, and it all culminates into a legendary shootout. So, but it is a single plot-driven narrative, and it does deal with timely important themes of just modernity, belonging, youth, alienation, whatever. It is a brick of a book. It is a big one, but it is getting a lot of attention, again, because he was very, very popular for House of Leaves, and then this is his first standalone in 25 years.
Cool. All right. My last one. Well, not quite my last one, but we have a new Anna Huang coming out.
Wow!
This one's called The Defender, and it is number 2 in the Gods of the Game series.
Fantastic. Well, I have a shout out too.
Great.
There is a new deluxe limited edition of The Princess Bride by William Goldman, which is one of my favorite books and movies. But this one is going to have sprayed and stenciled edges, gold foil cover. It's gorgeous. Do I need another copy of Princess Bride for my shelves? Probably not, but this one is very, very pretty. So
hey, holidays are coming up.
Holidays are coming up.
Do you have a Princess Bride fan in your life?
Yes, this one would be great for that. Yeah. Do you have a shout out?
I do have a shout out.
All of yours were kind of shout outs, but they were series shout outs.
Yes, because if you read a series, you know already.
Yeah.
You just need to know when
the next one's
But
coming.
I don't need to pitch it to you.
Right.
So.
Yep.
Anyway, this one, I also probably don't need to pitch to you. It is a new Richard Scarry book.
Oh.
It's actually a collection because
it's not new.
There aren't new Richard Scarry books, unfortunately. But this collection is a new package of some Richard Scarry books. It is a 3-in-1 book collection about the mysteries of this town, and there's a detective, and they solve mysteries, and it's very fun.
Fantastic.
But I wanted to bring it up because this is new, and because in our West Bloomfield location, we do right now have a Richard Scarry themed print vending machine. It is so fun. It costs $1. Please bring your quarters. So technically 4 quarters to do, but you put in your 4 quarters and it spits out a surprise Richard Scarry print.
Just a little,
Yes. And we're very excited to have this in our store, and it is going to be for some limited amount of time, so you should check it out before we don't have it anymore.
Yeah.
And maybe do a road trip if you're not near West Bloomfield.
For sure. Well, that's so fun. That would be a fun, little add-on to a gift, too.
Yes.
Like a little Richard
Absolutely.
Scarry print.
Yeah.
How fun.
I'm sure I know that they have a huge display around it, too. So you can get all your Richard Scarry things and your little mini art print.
Yep.
It's such a good gift.
Amazing. Well, that was a nice mix of titles for us. Thanks for joining us today. Hope you found something to prepare your shelf, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.